morning. Welcome back to Dower House Farms. Start off this morning by getting these sucks fed. These are the ones that we moved up to new grass seeds. Just have a look, see how they're getting on. None of them are too scoury or anything after the power of those grass seeds, so they shouldn't be. They're on plenty of rations, so that should keep their tummies right. We'll just have a good walk through them and make sure. These lads are after learning the ropes already. They're after running down for their nuts. And I'm after even cutting these back a little bit. They were in 5 buckets. They're on 4 now. Morning, sucks. Very scientific measurements here at Dower House Farms. I know each bucket is about, I think it's 11 or 12 kilos. And there's about, I know I was counting 54 or 5 in this group, so whatever that works out, 1.5 kilos each. So all these calves seem flying it. I'll get shock off the way. So my plan with these lads is now to cut them down over the next 2 weeks, and they'll be off nuts in 2 weeks' time. And we'll be weighing them then as we're warming them, and we'll get a direct comparison. We'll be weighing these lads, and we'll be weighing the lads over there on the advantage feeder, and they won't be weighed anymore then until they're probably housed. These lads, well, maybe I'll see. I might weigh these 2 groups. So these lads are going onto all grass then for the summer, and them lads are staying on lads over there are staying on 1.5 kilos on the advantage feeder. I'd prefer to have them on less, but that's as much as I can get them down to. So or as low as I can get them down, and we'll see. So maybe just for these 2 groups, for the sake of the trial, as we call it, they'll all be going back on rations, say about the start of September, middle of September, sometime like that, and we may well weigh these 2 groups again, just to get a comparison to see where we're making up the ground or losing the ground, or does the advantage feeder pay for itself. It's all well and good for them to be heavier, but like, they need to be heavier enough to pay for the feeder, and they need to be heavier enough to pay for the nuts, obviously. Now, a caveat to that is that may not be the full story, because I think, and I could be wrong, I think there more be right. Say if they do 0.7 a day extra, or they won't do 0.7 a day, sorry. If they do 0.1 or 2 a day extra for the next 2 or 3 months while they're on the feeder, as opposed to them being on grass, that may or may not pay for itself. But if they continue then to do 0.1 or 2 extra a day for the rest of their life, which I think they might, and my thinking behind that is animals usually put on weight relative to their body weight, or their live weight gained relative to their body weight. So the heavier they are, and more importantly, the more healthy they are, I think the more weight they should put on. And in my view, health comes mainly from nutrition, and I don't think there's enough emphasis put on that. But anyway, that's just my view. Jesus, geez. I just came down here. There's a hill in this field. That's a river running down along there. Sorry. Down along the bottom of the field there's a river. So I just came down to make sure there wasn't any calf lying down. But these grass seeds now, they wouldn't want to have been left another day. They're more than strong enough. There's a group of calves at home on the home block that are there's 5 paddocks here. There's a group, I don't think it'll really work. There's a group of calves at home that I could bring down here to graze off the middle paddock, but they'd be getting mixed now and everything. It's just be a bit of a nuisance. But look, I may cut these lads up here back an extra bucket now tomorrow just to try and get them to graze on a little bit. Just 12 acres, I said that's always the problem. And I highlighted that there in one of my other videos. Always the problem with grazing grasses is it's not ready to be grazed, then it's gone beyond grazing. Literally overnight. So that's why it's really hard to get big areas of grass seeds grazed. But anyway, yeah, look, better be looking at it than looking for it is what I always say. So we'll go over now and clean out the old Advantage feeder. Now to say there's no work in the Advantage feeder, I wouldn't say that now, because look, I'm passing it every day anyway, so it's grand, but it takes 2 or 3 minutes there just to clean it out every day. It's no work. Look, if you're coming up to check the cattle anyway, it's fine. I suppose there isn't a major work firing in a few buckets to them every day either. It's just you must hawk the load around the places. I could take the quad if I wasn't bringing up nuts every day. And I can hear the bulls roaring over. So the next field over isn't ours, but the next one on past that is ours again. Yeah, you can't see them, but they're over there, and I don't know what I'd call that place. I don't know. And whatever. They're over in that place over the road at the cross. We'll call it the cross farm, and they're grazing a very high cover. And they're not a bit happy about it. But anyway, they'll just have to get over it. So for any long-time viewers of the channel, they'll remember, like last, I don't know, August or September, I stitched a load of like this paddock got wrecked last spring, so I just basically stitched in everything that was in the shade, like barley, oats, cecilia, clover, everything. But there was no clover in this field, but it's flying it there now. So I have clover in the shade. I have 2 bags of red clover, so I'm going to try on the drill, and I'm going to come up and these 3 paddocks down here and the 2 paddocks below that are grazed, 3 paddocks below that are grazed, I'm going to just try stitching it in with the drill. I'll keep up the cultivation discs and I'll put down the sowing discs, and hopefully hopefully it works. If it works, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not the end of the world. But can nitrogen be cut back in that paddock now? I think it can. It got it this round. I probably won't give it any more now, just to see what it does. But definitely clover improves the quality of the sward. So we'll get at that now next. I must grease up the loader and grease the drill and grease the sprayer, because they badly need to be done. And then on with that. These are the sucks we let out yesterday. Happy out. Not an ideal day for them now. But with the supper rain last night, yeah, it's sunny now and mist. But it's to warm up later, so they should be all happy out. Under ad-lib nuts. Sorry now, sucks. Shift. Fine. So, just on the way in here now to go stitching in these grass seeds, but I can't get around the bottom part of the passage with the drill, it's too tight. So let's go across the calves and they in for moving. I wouldn't blame them. Some baiting down them. So the aim of the game here, when I was sowing grass seeds, I had the discs up out of the ground because I wanted to blow it on top of the ground. But here now, I just want the disc scratching the surface, getting the seed down to the soil, not covering it, but getting it down. I know it'll come up in stripes, but look, that's not the end of the world. It's better than just blowing it out and it not getting soil seed contact. So what we do is, we take out these spacers here, and I'll probably take out I'll leave in the two big ones, I'd say, and take out all the rest of them, I'd imagine. So I'm just out checking here now. Sorry. So this is the slot set, and that's the little clover seed in there. Little beetle doing his thing. Hello, Mr. Beetle. Yeah, that's the clover seed there. So I think that one there now, see, that's actually on top of the ground. So trying to see, is there more than, see, yeah, I think there's still, yeah, there's one just, where am I, there, so that's in the ground there. I think if this got a roll, I don't even know what rolling it do it any good. Probably grazing now is the best thing that can get. Tramp it down into the ground. Another one there, just, that's a seed there inside the slot. So yeah, look, I think it's okay. I got booted off. So, as you can see, we're just running the discs here in the ground, and we've been cultivating this up out of the ground. They're doing nothing. These lads are hopefully getting the seed down to the ground. Couldn't even see where it went. Now it would want to be grazed in good conditions after this is the only thing. So, we've the first of two fields done. Looks a super job. Just enough of a slot that hopefully the clover is down in it. Can I find it there and there? Maybe not. Maybe we're doing absolutely fuck all. Haven't found any yet. Yeah, there it is. So, hold on a minute. Can you see it there? That's it. So it's exactly where we want it, just down the soil. So it's in the we'll see, yeah, another bit there, look. Where am I? Another bit there. Oh. Yeah. So if it'll ever grow, it'll grow there. So hopefully we'll get it grazed now in whatever, a week or two, and it'll fly on then. Now that will definitely knock back the growth in that paddock. Just playing with fire a little bit because I expect us to start getting short and grass soon. But anyway, we'll do these two paddocks, and we've loads of grass for the time being, so it's probably a good time to do it. Realistically, after we're nearly bordering on being too late to sow red clover now at this stage. I know you're probably alright. Once you're in June, you're okay, but really once you go past June, it's very hard to get good establishments. So, especially into a system that mightn't be ideal. But yeah, look, we'll give it a go. She's some beast, lad. Right, dose for a job now. I'm going to roll up the 3 wires here in the middle of this field, so I can sew them all together. Now, this will test it into that grass, but look, I think it should be okay. Probably in terms of conditions, it's just about right because there's just about enough moisture in the ground. So yeah, look, we've a variety from nearly freshly grazed 2 days ago to hasn't been grazed in a month, so, and everywhere in between the 7 paddocks. So look, it'll be interesting to see. May not work. I had the bags of clover in the back of the shed. So it's just a trial that hopefully will work out. Now, job done. 9 acres stitched in, and I'd say I've about a half a cupful left less. So went out ideal. I was just thinking there, I know I said that that it would set back this grass, that it would set back the growth. It may not, because it might mineralise a little bit of nitrogen. The sowing discs might do a tiny little bit of cultivation, which may mineralise a little bit of nitrogen, which may give it a kick. But then on the other hand, probably not, because I don't think it's short of nitrogen. So, but time will tell. We'll see. Actually, I had to go around in a circle there now for a while because I couldn't see the map at all, I thought. But yeah, look, it's looking the job anyway. We'll give you a look there now. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So let's close up this wire here now. Go back, you little feckers. Go back. Go on. Shh. Shh. Go back. They wouldn't even give me 2 minutes to close the gate. These are the lads that went out yesterday. Loving life. Now there's a car waiting on the road. Very unimpressed with the farmers holding up the whole show. But I'm trying to save the environment, lads. I'm offsetting your car, so be patient. Now, halfway to Sunny Joe. Very impatient whoever he is. Now, last job of the farm, on the farm for the day. Give these boys a shift. Come on lads, hurry on. I've got panelling to do for the evening. Panelling, God almighty. I give all day moving cattle now as opposed to going panelling. On sucks. Hi, there's loads of grass where you're going. Get on with it. Come on. Jesus, some shine off me. Panelling actually isn't the worst job in the world, you know. Sorry. Would you mind getting us a move on? Have they any appreciation for my timetable and how busy it is? What a day. It is. It's 7 o'clock on the button and it is still roasting. Come on. These boys will be coming in now in 6 weeks. Some of them have big old lumps on their sides from the blackleg. There's a fella now, I don't ever see mycoplasma. That's it there on his hock. Dirty old thing. There's a couple of them with them now, but they'll just have to be sort of minded there now. When they go into the slats, they probably won't go into the slats. They might go onto straw bed or something. We'll see. But yeah, there's one fella in the bridge farm, and like there's his loads, like all his hocks are like all little lumps. It's weird. Anyway, so now for me and my bulls, that's it. For today, from Dower House Farms. Unless you want to come panelling for the evening. How about it? Will you come give me a hand? No? Okay. I thought so. Right. That's it. Silage on now again tomorrow. Big days mowing now tomorrow. And a farm walk I'm really looking forward to then. Tomorrow evening. Tag a signpost in conjunction with Dairygold in Darren Allen's in Ballymaloe, so that'll be very good hopefully. He's also a member of BASE, which I'm a discussion group I'm a member of, and I'm speaking at their open day on 4th of July. Soil Dependence is the name of it, and it's on in just outside Maynooth. Minute or Dunboyne? Minute. Yeah, Minute. Yeah, just as I Minute. In between Minute and Dunboyne, actually. But yeah, so I'm going to be talking all things reseeding, grassland management, etc., etc., etc. If you'd like to come and hear me, you'll get the tickets, and I'll put the link in the bio below, actually. And yeah, looking forward to it now. It's a really good discussion group. It's a regen farming discussion group, but like, I don't consider myself regen. I consider myself fairly high input, high output, and I use regenerative practices to make my farm better. So anyway, that's it. Thanks a million for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. I'll see you again tomorrow. More House Farms. Good luck.